If you are thinking about moving to Katy, Texas, and you want a big, beautiful home, but you don't want to spend $600,000 or $700,000, well, you can spend half that and get into one of the most impressive homes I have ever seen in my life. Now, we got 3 different homes that we're going to show you out here, and we are right in between 2 of the hottest master plan communities in all of Houston, Texas. We're talking about Sunterra and Elyson. Yes, this community borders it, and you've never heard about it. And at the end of this video, we're gonna take you through this house. Now, this is unlike any house that we have been in before because it has the single greatest incentive and buy down program that I have seen yet in Houston, Texas. So we're talking massive 2,500 to 3,000 square foot homes, Katy ISD, next to the 2 biggest master plan communities, and homes starting in the $300,000 price range. Plus, I'm gonna surprise even JoJo with what I found in this house. It is gonna shock everybody. But if you truly want the best bang for your buck out here in Katy, Texas, then you are not gonna wanna miss this video and the crazy price reductions and incentive programs that these 3 builders are offering. So we gotta do what we do every single week, and we gotta get you into house number 1. Let's go.
Jackson, here we are in Katy, Texas, Katy Lakes, Katy Independent School District.
That's a lot of Katy, Joe.
Well, I just wanted to make, a point on where we're at. We're tucked in between this, I'm not saying it's hidden, it's just not, out there each and every day. You haven't seen us out here in this neighborhood actually filming it, but this neighborhood was established in 2017. They still have more. We're on the back side of it, Jackson. They still have plenty more to build. In this section, they're gonna do 90 more homes, and they still have more to expand in the future. But today we have 3 amazing house plans. The reason why we wanted to be out here is the way the aesthetics are, the square footage, the price, and being right here in Katy, Texas. We're gonna have 3 great selections for you today.
So that's a trifecta for them, JoJo.
That's a trifecta.
Big homes, best bang for your buck, and Katy ISD.
And Katy ISD. And one of the things, we have not been in History Maker homes.
Yep.
The other 2 we have is Brightland and Ashton Woods. You've seen us out there in the past on different communities. We even did a 1-story Brightland home back in the days years ago in Balmoral.
Yep, but that's actually
Humble,
a plan
Texas.
that we have not shown on the channel yet. So it's really unlike anything we've seen yet. It's really cool. We're gonna save that for the end, but let's get inside this, Joe, and let's just see how much bang for the buck we can get, Joe.
Well, it's gonna, in comparison, because Elyson is over here, Sunterra is over there, Cane Islands, that direction. Right back this way is the 99, Jackson.
Yep.
You're gonna see it rivals any other neighborhood.
Now, just so you guys know, JoJo did a little shortcut here, but that would be your garage, guys. So that is the sales office currently, if you guys are wondering where that is.
Well, I think Jackson's taking the shortcut
I
too.
am. I did the old long leg stretch over the planter here, but.
So this house gives a popularity. They do brick, they do stone, they have different elevations. What that means, what we always talked about, is the way the front looks.
Yep.
Right now, this is called the Hemlock, guys. This is 2,988 square feet, right under 3,000 square feet. This one's gonna be a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage.
That's a whole lot of house, JoJo, but before you even go in, you get yourself a nice little sit spot here. Gotta have the front patio so you can check out, see what's going on, watch the kiddos playing. But I love the all brick right here, JoJo.
It's nice. And just so you know about this community, it's not a big blown out master plan community. It does have the lakes around it. It does have the park, pools, and the sidewalks.
Perfect. Well, let's go on in.
All right, Jackson, come on in. Here we are, June of 2025. The heat is coming, my friend.
And it feels good in here.
And it feels good in here. That's why I said it.
Okay.
Right over here to your right, Jackson, my left, you're gonna be greeted into the study.
I like what they've done in here, Joe. They got the little hangout chairs for you to come in and be bugging your parents. This is, hey mom, can I have my friends come over? Hey mom, hey dad. Yep, that's all I see with it.
You don't waste time on appreciating this house, Jackson.
That's right. So, good news is, it's still the 4-bedroom and you still get a designated office. As we've seen a lot of times with the inventory, they're already putting these doors, French doors, glass. It's gonna be in there. That's kind of cool.
I've never seen this before.
There's no way you can't flick this. I mean, it's
look at the design on books.
Man, that takes some talent there.
It does.
Okay, so right away you come in, and I love just the entryway here. You got kind of the design on the wall, the mirror. You have a good little drop station.
Yep, this has the white walls, which really looks good in today's market and appeal.
Yep.
Right down here, it kind of just pockets into the half bath, and I think a lot of people appreciate that privacy in a house.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys because I'm digging these colors. We got some
They got some nice colors.
Awesome tile, the dark wall, and check that out. We got 10-foot ceilings in this house, guys, on this lower level. And wait till we go out and we see the ceiling height out there. But first of all, JoJo, I heard you cleared your throat. We'll give you
I
a
have
second.
to clear it out, so I was gonna get some water.
You do you. You know, we're just real people around here, Joe. I'll take it for a second. This would actually be your garage coming in, and then you have a drop station here. And I love how they, oh, he ducking. He ducking and rucking.
Let me get the utility room.
Okay.
My friends, this is,
he did not like me taking over.
hey, I got to squeeze in where I can get in.
All right, so we got the extra deep utility.
Look at this, Jackson. I mean, It's got some depth to it. I mean, obviously you can leave it out and use it for a refrigerator.
You know what? Kind of sets the tone like it's a little massage room in here. You know what I mean?
It's
giving me massage vibes up in here. Actually, it's a really good sized.
And this is the garage space, obviously not right now.
Yep, but it would be. So actually a good sized, really deep, oversized utility room. We typically don't see them this big, so that's really nice.
Yep, and you'd be actually coming in from right here.
Yep. Now this is the unique setup out here. We don't see a lot of what's going on out here, but first of all,
take a look at the storage space down here.
I'm gonna take me a stroll, Joe.
You know, storage space is always, you know, high on people's lists. They want to be able to store their things, especially a lot of people coming from out of state.
We shouldn't be this far apart if I'm just in a closet.
I know, that is
That's a big distance. Dog there. Okay, and as we come in, I like me a good kitchen. You know, I live in the kitchen. This is
nice, and it doesn't take away from this aesthetic, so you're tucked into the kitchen, but still open to the rest of the living and the dining.
Yep, and just to show, with the History Maker homes, I mean, they have the ability. This is super nice quartz countertop.
Yep, this is nice quartz.
You got some baller stained islands, stained cabinets. This is a good look. I love all the colors.
So if you're like, you like this, more than likely you're gonna have to come in and request and say, I want to build this ground up so you can get these high-end finishes.
Yep.
Obviously you don't get them on inventory homes.
And you never know. But that's one thing. But as we turn around from the kitchen, because this is a really good designated kitchen area, you still have 10-foot ceiling right here, but when you go out, you're 20 plus.
And you're peeking through the pendant lighting, you have recessed cans,
yep.
And then you see everything in here. It does make just a nice, comfy feel in this home.
It does. So this is your wide open floor plan. You have the dining room, you know, over here to the right. You got the living room, got the kitchen. What else can you ask for?
Plenty of counter space. I'd like to ask for that.
You'd like to ask for that?
I would like to ask for counter space.
Well,
and
we
this
can
has
grant that. And it wraps all the way around.
It wraps all the way around.
It's definitely not the biggest kitchen, right? So this is more of like a smaller kitchen. So there's people who love this style and they'd rather have all the space out here. And then there's people who want the grand kitchen. You know, we'll show some a little later where the kitchen is a little bit more emphasized, but hey, this is why we do all these.
However, this is the popularity. You know, you're looking for that price point that gives you the most bang for your buck. Yep. Space. Look at you get the sprawling ceilings, super tall height. You still get windows on each side of the wall, natural lighting, tied into the kitchen. That is one of the #1 requests we have, Jackson, when we're on these Zoom calls and speaking with the consumers coming in from out of state.
And a truly shocking price that we reveal at the end.
Yes, correct.
So why don't we head it upstairs, JoJo, and we're gonna show them everything they get, and then we'll come down and finish with that incredible patio and that primary bedroom. But first and foremost, you don't see the stairs kind of right here in the middle a lot. This is a cool plan.
Yep, it sure is. And one of the other things about the cool plan you're gonna like, Jackson, this is a massive game room.
Holy moly.
I mean, this is something to appreciate.
Yeah, it actually is a ton of space. This is a really cool layout the way they did it. And then they even tucked this piece back here. They've done it for like the old homeschooling desk, the game, whatever. But man, that's a lot of room up here.
It is. I mean, even though this is a desk area if you have like say teenagers or young kids, but this reminds me of the little toddler area over here, you know?
Yeah, and the phase we're going through is our kids love the crafts, the coloring, all that, but we have to almost get it out every time and put it on a table somewhere.
Imagine tucked over there, you have some shelves over there.
Right, that's exactly what goes to my mind is you still get this incredible bonus room. You're gonna use this, our kids are gonna live up here. You got the TVs, but you could easily make this section with shelves and drawers, just like the craft spot where they could just go do that stuff and it's not slung all over the house. So really cool to have that bonus spot. You in trouble, Joe?
You don't know about the trouble, boy. I'm hitting 7.
It's been some time since I hit the TROUBLE, baby.
Oh, come on this way. Look, they're continuing the theme from downstairs in the study, you know?
What in the?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
gosh. That's like folded papers and something.
But come through the hallway, Jackson. You're gonna appreciate this bathroom that's shared between 2 bedrooms.
Okay, so we've
and
got
the
the
study.
double vanity,
I mean,
baby.
the game room
Yep.
upstairs.
You got the tile tub shower.
So we'll just come straight over here into this bedroom,
Okay.
and you're gonna see they offer walk-in closets
So this is bedroom number 1 upstairs.
upstairs.
Got a really good sized closet. Beautiful big old room here, Joe.
They do, and they do the modern just straight cuts. I like that.
Yep.
Gives it a real nice modern feel.
Oh,
We're gonna go to this
There's
room.
a hallway down here.
There's a hallway, and in this room you still get a nice walk-in closet.
Yeah, even bigger down here. So this is kind of the ones the kiddos will kind of fight over. This has got great size, and they show that you can do the old bunk bed in here.
Yep,
tucked
and still
back.
have plenty of room.
I actually like how that wall is tucked back there
I do
for the
like
bed.
that
Man,
too.
it's just out of the way now. You have all these rooms for activities, Joe.
Plenty of activities,
Karate.
and not plenty of room where they don't get knotted up.
Don't get knotted up. Oh, baby.
The reason why we save this
Come
room,
on, knothead.
we save this upstairs bedroom is because it's almost like a primary suite, and it offers a full bath in there as well.
I actually was kind of like, why are we showing the big one at the end,
Yeah,
Joe?
well,
But
that's the reason.
you had it all dialed. Okay, so yeah, this is actually another like
This is a king-size bed.
master upstairs. Yep. This is a really big sized room. So it does have its own full
It
bathroom.
has its own full bath, and you will see the closet to the left over there.
Oh man. So good sized walk-in closet. Got its own private vanity, tile tub shower. That is amazing. So that makes 2 full bathrooms
2
up
full
here.
bathrooms
Great.
up here.
Love it.
So no overcrowding up here whatsoever.
And you said this is just under 3,000 square foot.
Just shy,
Man, it feels so much
2988.
bigger than that. The way they laid this
It
plan out
does,
is
it
awesome.
does, and the ceilings definitely give it height.
Yep.
I mean, give it that open feel to it.
Gotcha. Well, we got 2 more things to show. That backyard and that primary bedroom, JoJo.
Well, this right here, you're not going to see much of a backyard as they are under construction doing all these homes.
Yep.
And you've seen as we do groundwork, we drive around a little bit. I showed Jackson right there. You saw that, Jackson, with all the sold homes
Yep.
on the street.
Which kind of shocked me because they're not even developed yet. You can see kind of through the
They
windows.
don't have grass in there.
No,
They don't have all
and
the
it just
everything. So
sold,
it's just sold.
sold.
So people do know what they're looking for, and especially the price point accommodates.
Yeah, price point. The juiciest of juicy. All right, so we do get a patio out back.
And might I add, it is a spacious back patio.
Yep. Don't worry, guys. You're not going to have an orange fence. They're just building back here.
Yeah.
But you do have a patio, and look at what they can build you if need be. You got the outdoor
Right.
kitchen, you got the quartz countertops, and you got the true flame
Oh,
right
man,
there.
yeah, this is
Because them burgers would be pop-a-locking,
this is it
Joe.
right here. They would be
Pop-a-locking.
locking, Jackson.
People are liking the pop-a-locking. We don't throw it out a lot, but when we do, it's the truth. So good sized patio, again, all brick all the way around, amazing look. And you can see over there, I mean, look at how big those homes are that are going up. They're all brick wrapped around. That one's got a massive 3-car garage.
It almost makes me feel like I'm somewhere else with this row of trees over here and not
First
Katy.
thing I
almost
noticed.
feel like you're up north, right?
First thing I noticed, we were like planning the shoot, and I'm like, this does not even look like Katy, Texas with the big trees out here. So that's really cool to see. You're surrounded and quiet.
Popular white brick, and again, might I add, I always say this every video, this is solid brick that
Solid.
they install on these homes.
Gotcha. Now we got the primary retreat,
Last but
JoJo.
not least, primary retreat, nice 71 degrees. We do feel that comfort in the house right now.
Yes, we do.
So
All
look
right.
at this, spacious, king-size bed.
Yep.
I mean, it is very accommodating in here, and I love this. Look at what they put here, Jackson. This is super popular to decorate and give more personality to the bedroom.
Yep, it is for sure. So it gives you that extra space, sitting space, but it's just what a wall of windows, my goodness. And the way that they kind of built it, you know, in right there, it's picturesque, they say, Joe.
I agree.
Okay, there is your chair.
And we love chairs.
We do, but that's what I wanted to showcase is a lot of times they always put them over here, but what they've done is turn that wall in and given you the space over on that side. So it does make this room feel quite a bit bigger than it is.
Okay, so now we have wainscoting design on the back wall, but look at this where they did the straight lines. I mean, it's always different.
That's kind of cool, man. You just like,
I mean,
bring that light over here.
are these designs left up to the carpenter that makes suggestions, or is it the homeowner that just print. Say they want a magazine, they're like, do this.
A little bit of both, Joe. A little bit of both. But let's head on in because we get a full bath.
So does this
here.
look like the toilet area, Jackson?
Kinda.
It's not. It's the closet, my friend.
Wait, what a... No
Look at this.
way. That's behind the old head.
This is about running the 100-meter right here.
Come on, don't tear your hammy now on me, Joe. So actually, that's cool. We saw that in a house not too long ago where they put the closet
They
behind.
did.
Man, that is cool to have all that space down there. Super long. That is a great closet right there. And you gotta have the get ready. Why don't they all do that? That's such, even if you're gonna do the dual vanity, I don't know, I guess you guys comment down below. Would you rather have that get ready right there, or would you have the extra like cabinet space? I am curious. So in my opinion, I'm like, my wife's always sitting there or got somewhere
Yeah, it's good
in the way.
for them to have a little bit,
Yep.
stow away, sit down. You know, I know the big 4,000 or 5,000 square foot
Yep.
homes are completely different, but it's nice to have it even in this size.
Exactly. And you get the tub and shower.
Soaker tub, I like where they did it here, Jackson. It's super wide. A lot
Yep.
of times we don't see that wide of a tub.
Nope. And then you get the obscured glass right there. You ain't seeing in that bad boy. Seamless glass.
And your toilet area on the back. Usually we see that, the closet back here, right on the back wall.
We're a little bit different here at History Maker
And
Homes.
you got the linen right here.
Geez, double door. That's a good size. Well, I'm pretty impressed with this one, JoJo, but if we're saving 2 more, we got something to show
Still,
them.
and that's what I love about having 3 choices. You can pick exactly what you're looking for based off of space, square footage, bedrooms, and price.
Yeah, and when you showed me those prices, I just about threw my jaw to the floor. So we'll get to those. Let's head to house number 2. Now we got 2 houses to go, and that last one has the most insane buy down rate that I've ever seen. And yes, I'm still gonna scare JoJo. You have to see what's gonna happen in that house. But real quick, I had to do what I do best, and I wanted to just show you a few things real quick, because if you go obviously to originalhoustontexas.com, we have this incredible website for you, but I want to show you where we're at today. We're not going to cover this in the mapping your move, but it's very, very important because you're going to see some of the best deals that you could possibly find in all of Houston, but you need to know where it's at. And when you do a general search, obviously if you come to our site, you can go to explore the area, you can select Katy, and it'll bring up the map, all of our videos. This is hands down the most valuable, resource for you guys moving and relocating here, but it's going to be difficult to figure out where we're at today. And since we've done so many mapping your moves on Bridgeland and Katy and a few of those master plan communities, I wanted to show you today because this could be make or break for you. So when we actually zoom out, you'll notice that Katy, Texas here is highlighted, and it's more the old town Katy and to the south, right? So where everything is going, and we've talked about this in so many videos, is this section basically from 290 down to I-10. This is 99. Both sides of this is just erupting. And so this is going to be Bridgeland, and everything is kind of connecting to it to the south. And if you see right here, this is pretty interesting stuff for you guys. We've done Elyson. That is actually the new community that has the brand new lagoon. That is right here. So this Freeman Road, and you have the massive Target, all the shopping. And this right here, as we talked about in mapping your move and showed in our video, this is all new zoned commercial right here. So tons of new things coming here. You're going to have what they're talking about as a bigger area than possibly the Woodlands. So all of the Woodlands, the shopping, the indoor mall, the outdoor mall, the pavilions, all of that, and it's going to be in this area as well. So if you look on the map to where we're at today, you go right down Freeman Road. Again, this is all of Elyson. What do you see right next to it? Katy Lakes. Okay, so this is an established neighborhood from 2017, but they're basically doing a new section. And again, you guys aren't ever going to hear these things, these little pocket communities that butt up right next to the major master plan communities. And so as we hit the satellite vision here, you've got all the Elyson here, all Elyson up here, you got Sunterra down the road, and here is the section that we're at today. So it's really going to be about 90 homes in this section, and then they're going to hopefully develop a few more areas in here, 2 more sections, but it's not massive. But when you hear the prices at the end of this today, how much house you get, and to be literally bordered up to, and I would imagine eventually basically connected to Elyson and all the shopping and everything that they have to offer. And again, this is Katy ISD, right? So you're going to be right there in all of these schools, these brand new schools out there. So that is what I wanted you guys to be able to see. And that's what's most important, you know, about reaching out to us, because when you start talking budgets and areas, we know 4, 5, 6, 8 places you've never even heard of. And that's why we're so good at what we do. So if you would, copy this number down. Just hit pause on the video. This is what everybody does. They just write this number down in this email, and you shoot us an email or call us or text us, and then we book a one-on-one consultation with you privately, with you, your spouse, your family, whoever wants to talk with us, and then we help you plan your move. So even if you're a year out, guys, I've had so many people see me out and about, and they're like, well, I'm not moving here for 6 months. I didn't want to bug you. No, this is what we do, and we love it. So anytime, you got to reach out to us. That is our contact information, and we love it. So we have got to go back and check out these homes. I am curious to see which one you guys like the most, and I can't wait to show you what I do to JoJo in house 3. So let's get back out there.
All right, Jackson, here we are at this home, Ashton Woods home. Completely different from the other two, which you saw one right now.
Yep.
But let's go into this one and check it out. But the theme is you still get high ceilings because that's what's popular. However, the price point, they're pretty close on all of them, but one of them may take the lead, as you will see after a while.
Whoa, you know, it's crazy. So if I back it up, this one is almost how many square feet?
This is right under 3,000 square feet on a 4-bedroom home, Jackson.
That's crazy, because when you look at it compared to that one seems so much bigger, but it's not. So this thing must be a little bit more impressive once we get inside, huh?
Well, that's for the viewer on the other side of the camera.
That's right. So first of all, I want you guys to do one thing. First of all, comment down below, where are you guys moving from? We haven't done that in over a year. We'd love to see where everybody is moving from. Secondly, we need you guys to vote. So the first house that we went in is house number 1. This Ashton Woods will be 2, and then we will finish right next door at the Brightland home, number 3. So where are you guys moving from? We want to know. JoJo, now we want to know what's up with this house.
All right, so this is Ashton Woods, like I said, and lo and behold, this is the Katy floor plan.
That's only fitting.
No pun, we're in Katy,
No
Texas.
pun,
We're in Katy Lakes.
Hey, we got that nice pop-a-lock in front porch right there, JoJo.
Pop-a-lock in front porch.
There we go.
Still have the stone. They have many different elevations.
Love it.
All of them have different elevations.
And something that we can do with this room that makes it very unique. We'll talk about that in a minute.
All right, Jackson, come on in and take a look around.
So out of the 3, this is the one that when you walk in, you're not going to be hit immediately with the super tall ceilings right out of the gate. But we're going to show you what it does do here in a minute.
Yes.
Now.
So right here you have to the left, you have a study with traditional French doors.
But you're learning that something else is kind of popular to do with this room.
That is correct. And so this one right now, we're in a 4-bedroom. This can expand into a 5-bedroom home, and it'll add an extra full bath to the plan. So that means it'll give you 3 up and 2 down.
Dang, so 5-bedroom home. And this builder has the ability to do this. In fact, they've got some in inventory. So we're gonna show you.
That's the special thing, is they have one in inventory ready in August.
What that actually looks like price-wise. So that will get you an extra full bathroom downstairs, 4 full bathrooms. They even have some with 4.5 bathrooms. So
4.5, yes. Some over 4. The one that they have right now in inventory, with we'll share later, is 4.
So we got a great, you know, office space there, or obviously could be a 5th bedroom. We'll talk about that here a little bit later. All right, so now we head down this away.
Right here, and you have a coat closet.
Gotcha.
But you have the powder bath. But Jackson, hello.
Please don't be anybody in there. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
We're good.
We're good. Hey, look at the space. Man, we can both get in here, JoJo.
Yes, it's spacious. Hey, it was awkward in the restroom, Jackson. Okay, just, you know, we'll just close the door.
Yep,
you know.
Showing you the space in the old, in the powder room here. So, got the powder down low. And again, guys, we got a plan that's gonna have this still half bath and another full bathroom downstairs, which is cool. Not including the primary room.
Not including.
Now we're going a little bit more formal here, Joe. This is gonna be the kind of the difference maker. And I know some people really enjoy having that.
Formal, you still get a view of the stairs, so that kind of adds a little bit of personality there.
Yep.
This kind of home right here is unraveling as we keep moving forward.
Right, but it does have a little bit more of that division in the the dining room area. So for people, families, you know, who really enjoy that space, this is gonna work out great for you. Now we were kind of looking, there's another hallway down on this away.
Right over here.
Yep.
And usually, typically, Jackson, what do we usually see here at Drop Station, correct?
Drop
Look,
station.
they made it basically an office coffee station. Why would you have a coffee station here? Because I'm gonna take a coffee to go.
It could be, or, you know, the other thing is too, because this is out to the garage, and I get it. If you don't want to put backpacks drop station, so we kind of have this set up by ours, and so these are where all your keys, wallets, and a bunch of things go.
That's good too, that's a good point.
Yeah, and then we have kind of a separate drop station area, so that could be what it is. But you do have a laundry room in through here as well. So this is your utility room right here on the main level, and that would come in from the old garage.
Garage.
So now we can see, this almost feels, it does have the upstairs to it there, but
it's open, it's open. So now you're raveling into the high ceilings.
Yep, they've got a really unique layout with this, and you can see now from this angle how you can see back upstairs, which we'll talk about.
All right, and then so as you see here in the kitchen, very traditional, but yet oversized island piece right here, which adds a nice touch.
Yeah, I love the way they did this island. They went extra deep. This way you can tuck those chairs in. You see that? You kind of get the old line of sight. That way you're not hitting stools and chairs. It's a really cool design there.
Pantry, and it looks like they have storage over here to the left, which is always great.
They do have storage over there. This is definitely the biggest pantry. Now, this is also a setup to where you have kind of middle of the pack size kitchen, in fact, on the larger size, but then you still have kind of that breakfast nook dining table over that way, which is, I know what a lot of people really enjoy having, kind of that space.
This little
off the
space
back.
right here, and I love that they put the tray ceiling.
Yep.
You know, you don't have a hang down chandelier, so it really expands the space in
Yep.
here, and the windows surrounding this breakfast nook is nice.
Yep, breakfast nook area right off of the kitchen there, and then you still get the really beautiful views here with the vaulted ceilings, tall
Jackson,
angles there, all that good stuff.
Let's just throw that aside. We do have a slider on
It's
this one.
about time we get
It's
some
about
slider
time we
action
get a
up in
slider on
this
this
mug.
one.
Yeah, come on, come on.
My bad.
Yeah, come on.
Ooh, this one's a good one.
Jeez, Joe,
This
you
one's
about to
rolling.
launch that through the wall. You'd be buying a slider. So this is the longest patio out of all three homes as well. So you can kind of, as I come over here, you will notice this really good sized patio. Yep.
Nice sized patio.
And we're going to talk about it, you know, more and more as we go through these homes. You know, they do have a lot of this green space available. And actually the way that they built out the development is a lot of curved roads and a lot of cul-de-sacs. So I was looking on the map, there's a bunch of the lots that have a lot of different angles to them, which makes them a lot wider, gives you more space as well. So especially on kind of an earlier development you know, style. So it's really cool here to have these big windows into the breakfast nook, and then you get the shot of all shots with the slider.
It's really nice.
Yep, and this is the only house out of the three that has, you know, the slider as an option right there. So we need to head it upstairs before we do the old primary, but I do want to get a shot of this island because it's about 12 feet long right here, and you got incredible counter space. And the one thing they did too is they went with the extra thick quartz countertops right there. It's a nice look to it. So JoJo,
all right, so
head us
next,
on up.
We're gonna go upstairs. It seems like pretty good width over here coming up the stairs as well.
Yep, there's a theme to all these houses up over here, Joe. Extra bedrooms, extra space, big lofts upstairs, and juicy price points.
Yep, all those under, everything we've seen right under 3,000 square feet. So it's pretty impressive considering the size of it.
And this layout is completely different from the other two. So this one you kind of come up to more of a larger, more square space. Again, and then you're gonna have kind of separate wings around here for the different rooms. So just showing you got the GameStop here.
So you have space to even put a little play table there.
Yep, and then you kind of head back to a little hallway here.
We come over here to one of the bedrooms upstairs, one of three.
Okay, so these ones don't have the walk-in closets, but still pretty good sized room for sure. I mean, you can see over here, I'll switch places. Not only do they have the dressers here, they have the bigger one up against the wall showing just how much space there.
This is a nice storage space here as well.
Yep, look how deep that goes back. So now all the games, the blankets, and everything that you're gonna have up in your game room here can be put away in the closet. We got a visual of a bathroom there.
Over here, another bedroom.
Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. We got the golf game going, baby.
18 holes.
Love it.
Swing.
Okay, bedroom number 2, and then this one, JoJo, does have the kind of jack and jill.
I'll
It's a
meet you
double
on the opposite
vanity.
side.
There you go. And this has a full tub tile shower up here with the double vanity. So I'd imagine the 2 bedrooms that we came in would each have their own side here.
Yeah, and it's shared for the game room.
Shared for the game room as well.
But you're probably thinking, Jackson,
Man.
well, I mean, you have a 3rd bedroom upstairs. It would be nice that they don't all have to share a bathroom.
That would be nice.
You have a full bath in here.
Perfect. So you do get the full bathroom, and that's what's cool. So you have the 3 full bathrooms with this plan as it lies right now, and the half downstairs. But they do have the plan where you can get a full extra bathroom downstairs.
And then look, you can even see the detail up here from this shot through the window.
Ooh.
Up top, give you a little.
Looks like a little area I want to kind of just go hang out up there.
Yeah, looks like a little bell tower.
You know, I'm talking during Halloween when you could put a bucket of candy out and say, hey, just grab 1 piece, and those kids would grab 10 of them, you just water balloon them. Hey,
You would do
gotta
that,
keep them
Jackson.
honest. I would, but I wouldn't. I'm just being facetious. But anyways, we got a 3rd bedroom up there, full bath, and the bonus room here. It's a really cool open look right here, though. I love that open railing concept. You can see the whole living room, dining room area up there. It does feel pretty quieted down here. They did a good job with the thick carpet and padding. So last but not least, we got to show that primary.
That's right. Locked.
And then, guys, we're going to go into this house, and I am going to shock and even scare JoJo. So hold on. You're gonna, yeah. I got to show you something, JoJo.
Yeah.
I'm going to shock you over there, okay?
All right.
So as we come downstairs, you do have the separate primary bedroom down here, separate controls, what I was gonna say for the air conditioning. You gotta have it, and man, you got some room in here, JoJo.
That's what I love about here in Texas is a lot of the houses with two levels, depending on the size, especially this size, they're gonna have a controlled unit for upstairs and one for downstairs.
You know what we did in Idaho, Joe?
What'd you do in Idaho?
We opened the windows at night. We blew a fan in from one window, and from another window at the other end of the house, we blew it out. And then in the mornings, we shut the windows, and my dad said, you don't open up the shades, boy. That's how we cool the house down.
Man, we can't do that.
We didn't have no AC, come on.
We can't do that here, Jackson.
Now I got 3 of them, so.
Idaho's where the mountains are, and it's cold up there.
Hey, but look at these trees. That kind of reminds me of a little Idaho.
So this right here is really nice because you have that deep covered patio extending out, which gives a little bit more shade in here.
Yeah, it is actually. That's a good point to bring up that probably people moving here don't know, but you have the big patio here off the primary bedroom. It'd be cool to put like a door out to it right here as well, but the way that roof extends out, you don't have these windows right here, it's just the edge of it. So you're not gonna get all that sunshine in, during the summer, but you get all the lighting from it.
No matter which direction the sun's coming in.
Yep. So we got a good sized room, tray ceilings, and then
last but not least, here we are in the primary bath. You do have separate vanity sinks, which is nice.
Yep, separate vanities.
It's not the biggest restroom in the world.
Nope.
However, it's functional.
Yep, and I'm going to be interested to see what they vote. We got 3 totally, completely different style homes, and some people are just going to love this one, JoJo, for what it has. And then the shower.
And then the shower, and it's pretty nice closet here. It's more of a square style closet.
Yep. Yeah, the majority of the ones we see typically are big and long.
Yeah.
But this is just a really wide one. If you look behind the door there, again, just throwing any kind of this stuff in here is really big for it. But like I say on almost every video, this is bigger than my closet, and we make it work for sure. So that's a good sized closet.
Yep, you do have shelving, and that's not because there is not a linen. There's still a linen.
Yep. Oh, that's a good one there. So they got the normal shelving there, and then a little bit extra up top. Toilet. This was pretty nice, JoJo, but I think the next one is more my style, and I can't wait to scare you over there.
Okay. All right, Jackson, last but not least, here we are, Brightland Homes. You can see for itself, again, speaks massive curb appeal, nice, massive size house. For the price point, this is 2649 square feet. However, it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2-car garage, and still an amazing price. And not only that, Jackson, they have the best incentives and buy down rate that I have seen yet in today's market. And we were gonna get to that at the end.
Man, Joe, you are just teasing. There's actually something inside that you didn't see that I'm gonna surprise you with, but we'll have to wait for that.
It cannot be, Jackson. I looked at every corner, crevice, everything.
I'm gonna get you.
All right, let's go.
So we wanted to save the best for last. Now, a lot of you are gonna like that one better, or even that one. Prices of these are all amazing, but yes, the incentive program and buy down on this is something we have never seen. Plus, I'm gonna surprise JoJo and all of you with what we see.
We'll see. We will see.
Okay, first and foremost, we come in, we got the beautiful rock work. I love these modern style lights. You got the brick, guys. This is elevation. You can change this, change colors if you're building ground up, but just so you know, I mean, they're building these homes that just look stunning from the outside. But we got to get in, JoJo.
9-foot doors, as you can see, I'm pretty close to the top.
Oh, man. And all of a sudden,
Jackson, my man, come on in and
just
take a look
how
around.
we like it. Now, one of the coolest things right away
I got the door.
is when you get the door. Why don't everybody do an office like this, JoJo? I love how they have it back against the wall, and this is fully built in and customized.
Yes.
Isn't that the best way to do it?
I love it. And not only that, you get 3 little pocket square windows there.
Yep, so it's a good sized office. I mean, the other ones we've seen are really relative in size, but just as you can see, it's built in. So they even have the little quarter round pieces there to just kind of trim things out, but put the countertop on there. This is an addition that anybody can do, but man, that makes an office right there.
It is an office, and what's nice is up front where you get part of the covered front porch.
Yep.
And so you still have the natural light, but you know, you don't have the sun coming in.
That's right. So you got the front porch right outside the old office window there, lake views, and you come in, and this would not be here. This would be a wall, guys. So
yes,
that is from your garage. And again, you have the big vaulted ceiling.
Yep.
We're talking 20 plus feet.
So you're greeted into your foyer with soaring ceilings. Right over here to your left, Jackson, which you're going, it seems like.
Yep, gotta
is
have the
a
half
powder
bath. Powder bath, 10-foot ceilings, superior height in here. Love it. Then we go across.
And then you go across, and then over here, zigzag through here, and now you're into the utility room.
Look at that, we got the 10-foot ceilings again. Good size utility. That one, you know, in the first house was definitely a lot deeper, but still plenty of room, and especially when you put the custom shelves up there.
Nice deep closet as well they utilize because that's the stairs on the other side of it.
Yep, unique stairwell here for sure, but now, remember how we talked about the other one was a little bit smaller kitchen if you want more of an emphasis on kitchen.
So as this house stands, this is speaking for itself, so I'll just share something with you too about this particular floor plan.
Okay, share something.
We're standing in a 4-bedroom one. It expands to a 5-bedroom home.
Gotcha, so it can be done, but what a cool, unique shaped pie little island right here, and look at what you can do. I mean, these are massive, oversized chairs.
Is this a
right
quarter
here.
pie?
It's a quarter pie. This is like when you bring dessert over to JoJo's and he just takes a quarter of the dang thing.
But more than anything, this is nice because you have your traditional space here, and then over there you have your eating space.
Hey,
so
it's multifunctional because we got the preparation station. You got all this room.
This right here for like having family events, I would put all the tray of food over here, and that would leave all this area open and this clean.
Yep, that is what we would do as well, except for the kids would come and throw their backpacks here and all. No, just kidding, but really cool. Hey, I got you, dude. That's what it is.
Well, no, Jackson, I'm trying to figure out what that is, my man.
Come on, man. My phone's a little out of charge.
Oh,
Look,
no way.
Look at that. Papa locking, Joe.
I've seen everything.
Papa locking.
I've seen everything in the book. This is a first, okay? This is a first.
Dude, I was in here earlier.
Move your phone out the way. Let me get a piece of that.
Okay, let's see if we charged up. Boom! Papa locking, Joe.
That's Papa locking, my friend.
Did I tell you I was gonna? I saw you actually keep turning your head, and I'm like, oh, he found it. He found it. Because I was just gonna come over here and be like, yo, JoJo, my phone is dead. You know what I mean? And you'd have been like, what?
Well, my first thought was, okay, is there a spillover light? Did they, was this off or what happened, you know?
Don't worry, I ain't gonna lie. I came up and was like, what is doing that? We were all over. I don't even know what makes that. I don't know if it's in this drawer.
I mean, hey, this is a first. We're gonna find out about it, okay?
So you got to get with this house to get you a charger like that, but that is so cool, my goodness.
And I know there's probably an expert out there that's gonna say, hey, how did you not know that? That's
in fact,
common.
if there is somebody out there who knows, will you link it in the comments? Because I'm ordering however they did that. That's genius. Now I don't have to have 50 freaking cords all over the place.
So back to the kitchen.
Yep.
It has nice cabinets that took them up to the ceiling, trimmed them out with the crown up there.
Yep, and this is a super modern look.
It's a very modern, sleek look, yes.
You got the bottom little pulls here, so you're not missing cabinet knobs. They're just very discreet down there.
And this is all has one of your favorites, Jackson. You like it when they bring up the backsplash, I mean the counter space to the backsplash.
Guys, we just want to emphasize that this is gonna be a video like no other, to where you're getting luxury homes like this and the size. I haven't even turned this around yet. I mean, look at this floor plan and prices that we just haven't seen. Plus, the incentive program we'll mention at the end. It's just really unbeatable.
And not only that, there's, like I'd mentioned to you, Jackson,
Yep.
HEB's just straight down the street over here, a couple of miles away.
Katy ISD. So this is really cool. You got the dining room, you know, breakfast nook, whatever you want to call it. And then they have that little seating area. You know, it's funny, JoJo, we have one of those older homes in Kingwood where
and you get that.
but you have like a room in the front, another room in the front, and then you have to walk all the way back to the kitchen. And I'm talking like through a house. Well, we actually took our dining room table, which was by the front door,
all right,
that nobody ever used. We moved it way all the way down to the other opposite end of the house by the kitchen and use it, and we're there every day now. So it's like we have these wasted rooms. This is exactly how we would do it right here.
This is functionality.
Yep, functionality, that funky monkey. Look at these angles up.
This has a nice soaring ceiling as well. I mean, nice ceiling height. I love the recessed cans up top. Chandelier looks great. It could be a drop-down fan.
Could be just about anything.
And I like the way they wrapped around the covered back patio as well.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this neighborhood, and the drone shows it, but you're really wrapped around with all these trees around there. So it's kind of an untypical Katy neighborhood, even though Elyson is bordering it. Sunterra is, to get these trees is
and
really
just to
nice.
get some context where we're at, you remember when we did our last video in Elyson and you were standing at that brand new 2-story elementary?
Yep.
We're right there by it.
Katy Corner, baby. Now, look at that wall. We got it. We can't pass that up. Now,
That is nice. Now you have quadruple sconces on a wall.
we sconce a launce right now. And then they did the built-in for the office, and look at the built-in here, you know, with the obviously that's probably a sizable upgrade.
I mean, look at these TVs. They come super thin. This is a real TV.
It is. And that's the single greatest YouTube channel on planet Earth. And everybody watching this is subscribed, right? Hey, 8 a.m. Saturday mornings, Wednesdays at 5 p.m.
And you catch Jackson and JoJo.
That's right. So that is the primary bedroom back there. We'll save that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you.
But more importantly, getting out here and just really showing what's out in these communities and the type of houses.
That's right. Let me get the door for you.
Thank you so much, Jackson.
You're welcome anytime, Joe. So as we come on out, we got a wraparound deck here. Got some good space.
I like it when it wraps around, because sometimes you just get this little corner piece and they wrap it that way and it really looks nice and gives more space, especially if you're gonna put a pool in the backyard.
And you can see they're building all the way along there, and then this goes down a long ways down to the older neighborhood. So there is houses on this side, and actually on the other side of the neighborhood that will be backed up to the trees. So a lot of these properties, you know, you'll have no back neighbors and the trees. Hey, you can't beat that, you know? So let's go upstairs, JoJo.
Let's go.
Show them what else they get.
Okay, how about I get the door this time?
Okay, that would be great. I don't want to take too much. You know, I did a little bit of your job in the first house, and you ran right back in.
I don't want to.
We're having that.
Okay, so let's go upstairs.
All right. We got to go up some stairs, Joe.
Whew. All right, so obviously this is the game room.
Yep. So we got the game room here. Remember in the first house, they actually had a little bit of a bigger one plus that separate extra space, but at least you're getting these landing spots. These are going to be utilized a lot by the family.
I mean, this really just gives you, okay, what's important to me, the space, the look.
Yep.
Obviously, the pricing, the incentives are all going to play a factor.
And the shuffleboard table, which they ain't got no pucks here, or else we'd be
These are kind of cool. I would love to have one with the kids, Jackson. You know, just something to do. I've seen these at Costco.
Do they?
I've seen them.
Man, they got everything at Costco, but good sized little media room here, game room, just a good bonus room spot. Now we've got a couple different wings to go to.
Yep. So you do have a bedroom. We'll save that one for last.
Oh, ooh, almost did it.
We have 2 bedrooms over here shared between a middle full bath Jack and Jill, AKA.
Jack and Jill
and I said that backwards, of course, but.
Okay, so this is bedroom number 1 with the craziest wallpaper we've ever seen. Hey, look at that little get ready mirror right there. Isn't that cool? Little niche.
Nice little get ready.
Yeah. And then you've got a great, oh man, that's big actually, walk-in closet there. So that's bedroom number 1, and as we go across to the other one.
So it is a bathroom. They kept it pretty modern with the cabinet vanities here.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a shared bathroom.
Gotcha.
More than anything, not Jack and Jill.
Okay. Shared
I want to
bathroom.
correct myself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself,
And
JoJo.
walk-in closet still.
Yep. You know,
Pretty
I mean,
nice
these
space.
are sneaky big rooms. Look at this. We got a chair over here in the corner. You know, it is really impressive, the square footage and the layouts of these homes.
Yeah, when they put
for
a
sure.
full-size bed, you know, you have nightstands, you know, you have your main dresser and a chair and all that, and you still have space. It kind of gives you context.
And it doesn't shock me that you drive down the road and it's just sold, 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 sold. So I wanted to show this. I don't think we showed it. You do get a full, you know, tub, shower in here, toilet, and yes, it's a shared bathroom. But then you've got.
So if you pass through over here, Jackson, you still get a view of the front door. Again,
Yep.
we're at the upper part of the height of the ceiling.
One thing to note and mention is with all these walls and everything here, it's going to muffle the sound a lot more down to the primary room.
And it is. And this is big because you have a whole bedroom here
Yep.
separating down there from the main living area.
Yep. So.
The reason why I saved this bedroom for last, Jackson, is because it has its own full bathroom.
Okay, we got the walk-in closet so big we got windows to come check on it. Then, last
And you're
but
going to
not
appreciate
least-
it. It's not a tiny restroom. It's
Nope.
pretty spacious.
Oh man, that is nice. They've gone all out with the tile tub, shower, full bathroom. Man, these homes nowadays coming with 2 full bathrooms
do.
upstairs, not including.
Is this nice?
Yeah.
Up right under 2,700 square feet to have this much space?
It is, and it feel like, again, the way they're doing these floor plans,
Yep.
like this view right here is one of the most insane views I've ever seen. Going down a hallway, you don't ever see it like that, but I mean, just how big and tall that is cool. I wonder if that's actually.
That would be more than likely where they're building the 5th bedroom.
I was gonna say, this is where you could put the 5th bedroom. You know, they would move all the
Yeah, they restructured
the
it.
AC stuff, but you got plenty of room in there. So we've seen other plans, other houses where they do that, and that could be a 5th bedroom right there, which would be pretty cool. Man, look at that. It looks like it's 30 feet in the air. That is unreal. You going over there to charge the phone?
I just put my stuff there for right now.
It's so cool. I know.
So here we are, last but not least, the owner's retreat.
All right. Look at this thing, Joe.
Look at this
Look
thing.
at this
Yes.
thing.
This has
Hey.
the bay window here.
Man.
This is perfect for a little R&R.
Look at the size of this room. You got the angle bojangles up in here. We got the love seat in the
Yeah.
back.
You don't even need to do wainscoting or design on the back when you have those 3 designer windows there.
You got the trees growing up through the wallpaper. Man, that baby looking good. Wallpaper is definitely coming back.
Hey, wallpaper's making a comeback. That is for sure.
This stuff is not easy to do, but
No,
again,
I would have me a designer to do that because leave it up to me, no.
yeah, we got wrinkles for days. You'd be trapped in it like a fly. Be a big old fly trap.
Jackson, they have a taller version. Look, this is a little bit different on the vanity, so they get their own vanity space here,
There you
separated
go.
with your own on this side.
Look at the angles in here too. Kind of reminds you of the kitchen out front. Just not as traditional, which is nice.
Full
Ooh, those were
extension
sliding
on the
nice.
drawers.
Full extension.
Yes.
That was nice and smooth. That was buttery smooth.
Oh, it's
So vanity
buttery smooth.
1, sink and vanity 2, and you got the get ready right there.
And you have the corner placement garden tub.
Yep. With the little butt seat right there.
There you go.
There you go. Gotta get the butt seat and the oversized shower right here. I love it when they tile the whole wall. We did that in our house.
Yeah,
and
and
it
they
looks
brought it
sick.
around here just
Yep.
kind of.
It's actually a small little detail because these are only a couple bucks a piece. So it's really not as crazy as you would think. And to tile the whole walls, man, it turns out good.
Toilet area.
So this is closet number 1 here. Water closet.
And this is going to be your closet.
Okay, so good
One
size
closet in
closet.
this
One closet, not the biggest, not the smallest, but good size.
Oh, definitely spacious
Oh,
enough.
and we've got a secret hidden door. Love it that they use that spot there for a shoe rack. That right there alone is gonna give you some serious space.
And we're back from the beginning.
Back from the
utility room.
beginning, back where it all starts. Well, I'm pretty impressed with these, JoJo. It is tough to pick which one. Honestly, it's probably the cell phone charger that just sold me.
Yeah,
Anything
me
else
too.
is just,
You know, might as well just, hang it up.
okay. We got to do some prices though. All right, we're gonna get to the prices, I promise you, but real quick, this is the QR code. If you are on TV, like 70 to 80% of you are, go ahead and scan that with your phone and it takes you to originalhoustontexas.com. Guys, this is a 100% free resource and there's so many new people coming to this channel. I want you to know about it. If you're new, you can go right here to explore the area. We have the only interactive map in Houston, period. And the best part is, if you're moving to Tomball, if you're moving to Cypress, Katy, Fulshire, or you want to know more about these areas, you select them and we have all of our videos. So you can go through all the videos in those areas. The best part, the number one feature that you guys are emailing us and loving is this, where you can find homes in the area that you're thinking about moving. You start hearting them, the ones that you like, the prices you like, and it creates a custom home search just for you. So make sure that you guys check out originalhoustontexas.com. And again, if you're on TV, just scan that. But let's check out some prices, because this is about to get crazy. So JoJo, we got to do some prices, but first I need to get a little juice action going.
Once again.
Man, that is not getting old, Joe. I'm liking that. So first one we went into, talk about that home and the prices.
So very first one was History Maker Homes. We were in what's called the Hemlock. That one of them's under construction. However, just so you can kind of get an idea, some of their other floor plans, there was 459, now 409, 430, 379. These are massive price reductions on them. And not only that, so we were right here. Here's the Hemlock. They do have one available, guys, ready in July, August. And look, it was 534. Now it's 474, 990. That was 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2988 square feet.
Yep. So that was that first house we went into. You guys can see here we got 60K price reductions. And we are in the upper fours.
Correct.
And they also have some other plans there available that, don't stretch up into the upper fours as well.
However, we got to jump over to number 2, Jackson.
Okay.
House number 2.
Let's go.
All right, Jackson. So here we are on the screen this time around. Usually we're on the paper. However, wanted to show you some of the pricing on it, the inventory, and then also this right here, as you can see, their base prices, they're starting in the 300s, as you can see. On a single level home, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. That's a single level home, and a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, Jackson.
Yep.
And we've had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, we're looking for a 3 full baths on a 1-story. And a lot of times we've directed out to Conroe and areas, but at least now you can find them here as well.
That's right. So as we, you scroll down,
and
there's a few more plans here, but a lot of them in that 3, and you're talking about 4 bedroom homes. That one is a stunner right there, that Tyler. That's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3.5 bath, 2,600 square foot, and a base price at $398. So really incredible prices out here.
All right, Jackson. So now here we are on inventory available, ready in August 2025. All 3 up.
Oh, you done touched it, Joe.
This is a touchable screen as well. That's good to know. So anyways, this is the model home we just walked out of. As you can see, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,938 square feet.
Man.
At 424.9.
Juicy, JoJo. So we talked about you could add a 5th bedroom to these, though.
Yes. So now here's one with the 2 bedrooms down, the 4 full baths that we were just now talking about. And that one is 466.
Perfect. So that actually, you can convert this, what we were talking about, into another bedroom, another full bathroom. And then actually, if you go up, there was another, it said the Thames, right?
That one just came in the Thames, yes, and it says it right there, the minimalist.
Actually, go back real quick.
All right.
Because I want to show them, this is 4.5.
Yes.
And over 3,000 square foot.
Slightly over 36 square feet.
Dang.
So.
Well, we got to go show them last but not least home.
So let's go.
All right, JoJo, we saw house 1, house 2, we in them juicy 4s.
Right here, back again.
You reeling me in like a
we're
fish,
bouncing
baby.
back and forth. It's all right, because this is what's exciting about Brightland Homes. When we first walked into one of them that you saw, Jackson, it was a single level, and they had the high ceilings, and that's what was really nice about it. So no, they have that on 1-stories. This particular one that we're in right now, it's called the Magnolia, Jackson, and no, not Magnolia, Texas.
That's not.
We're in Katy.
Yep.
However, if you see this one, it's 2,649 square feet. I know you're like, Joe, that doesn't even feel like 2,649 square feet.
That's what I was saying when we were at the other one,
However, this expands into a 5-bedroom plan. We're standing in it right now as a 4-bedroom, and right here it was 476, 458 down to 439, 990. Is that not amazing or what, Jackson?
So we are all the way down 440 for this one that you're seeing here.
This one's a little bit bigger, as you can see. This traditional plan does go from a 3-bedroom, that's 2,640. So you add an extra bedroom, you keep going up in square footage. So that's why you end up right under 3.
And you could, add up to 5 bedrooms in this one.
Correct.
That's crazy. Now, JoJo, we got some other juicy prices and reductions. This is a top neighborhood, but this builder is doing something special.
They're doing something special, so don't even worry about that paper then, I suppose, Jackson,
nope, get it back.
So it is on the paper. My bad, you know.
I was like, no, it's on there.
You know.
All right, so guys, JoJo, tell them, how can they just...
I'm a little embarrassed, my friend.
That's okay. It's good to be embarrassed.
No, okay.
Actually, this deal is so bright, you might need shades.
So here we are right here. This is their advertisement, a special financing offer. And right now, 2.99 on a 2-1 buy down.
Good.
2-1 buy down. However, right next to it, they have or 4.99 fixed for life.
That is amazing. Is it for life? No, you can't ever change it?
That's what 4.9, yeah, that's fixed for life.
Perfect.
So upon qualification, talking with their people and getting all those details worked out with them.
And that obviously means that 4.99, it won't ever go up, but if for some reason interest rates did drop, you would have the chance to refinance out of that?
You could, but you know, what's the possibility of that happening again?
That's probably a good point and something we need to talk more about. Everybody's waiting for these interest rates to drop to 3.5%, 4% like it did before, and it may not ever happen. So capitalizing on these deals, possibly getting 2.99. How are they going to learn more about that, JoJo? What do they got to do?
They got to reach out to the original Living in Houston team with the number below, the text, email us, call us, look in the links, get a hold of us, and we'll help you.
And I got to get this phone.
I love that. That's cool.
That's cool.
I just really don't know how that, I mean, is that part, I don't even know.
I don't know. Now, if you're looking for similar prices, you're going to want to check out this video right here. You're going to jump down the street to Richmond, and these home sites, these builders are incredible with some of the best prices we've seen. Click that video right there.